It's the Comic Fam.
What's up, Comic Fam?
You know, we're live, Jeff.
All right, live. Live studio audience.
We are. We're live, and we're doing something a little unexpected. We're going live, and you know what's exciting about this is that we can do this last minute, because sometimes when you get collections, when you have something come in, it's like you want to open it up right away. When you get a mail call, it's super exciting. But now that we have the Comic Book Fam, we have this delay. Do we open it yet? Do we wait for a show? And we are overdue. How many things have you been holding for the Comic Book Fam, waiting to open and look at?
Dude, it's been stressful, I gotta tell you, because I really want to, obviously when we get something in the mail that's a comic or a collectible, we all get really excited to open as fast as possible.
For sure.
All right? And so I've gotten it. I've had some stay in boxes. I've opened them up. I've wanted to share, but I can't because I'm waiting for this show. And this last week or so, things have been piling up. Artwork, comics. So, I mean, I have more, but this is just a quick grasp of what's been taken in this week. And,
All right. Yeah.
And from some of the Instagram community, too.
Oh, very cool. Well, we have a quick little show for you today. We're going to be doing some unboxings. We're going to go through it. Sounds like you have some gold, some artwork is what I heard you say. And I think we got to jump into it. But first off, thank you so much to the Comic Fam. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We do a lot of comic book content. And let's jump into it. Jeff, what do we have first to show the Comic Book Fam? What did you buy? We have some artwork. Let's start with that.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to show is, like Thompson mentioned, is some artwork here.
Okay.
This is Young Love, number 124. So this is done by Dick Giordano. I really bought this on a whim. I did not expect to. I was on Heritage Auction site looking at pieces of art, and I always put my money towards comics.
Ooh.
And I always talk about artwork, but I end up just putting it towards comics. So here's the piece.
Holy smokes. Okay,
washed out,
so
but
you
you
can
see
see
it.
here. I'm going to take a look at this because the Comic Fan can see it on the screen here. I'm going to take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what you can't see. I'm going to describe this for you because this is the picture. This is actually on Heritage. You can see the image there, and I'm holding the actual print, the original piece that you purchased. So something that's really cool about this that I really enjoy about original art is that it's like a little bit of a project here. You have all the pieces here, the DC logo, even the 50 cents, the number of the issue, the logo of the run itself. This is all cardboard that's been cut out and then put over the original piece of art. And in this case, you have a stunning figure in prison, in jail. What's going on here?
Yeah, so there's like a weird collectible group. I could say weird, but this is a large collectible group that collects people who with women figures in jail, because it's just interesting to see as they're just love torn or violent. So there's just kind of this small group of people, but I happen to have this book specifically in my personal collection in extremely high grade. So I was like, you know what? It's in my personal collection. I never commit to art as much as I say I want to. So I was like, that's it. I'm pulling the trigger. I ended up winning it. And so it's a cool piece. The artwork's great in person, and you can actually, it shows really well in the photo. And then obviously they pasted in all the lettering on top of it. So it's just a cool piece to add to the collection.
It's very cool, Jeff. And shout out to Erica. We have a new subscriber. Thank you so much, Erica, for joining the Bags and Boards Comic Fam, our little crew here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Erica.
Very cool. Welcome to our show. And you know what's really fun about this? A lot of these early Golden Age shows, they had early Golden Age books. A lot of the narration, it's a very drama filled. It's almost like a soap opera to an extent, but definitely it pushes drama, and that's something that I really enjoy because right off the bat you have here the continuing life drama of bliss and bitterness, 20 miles to heart attack. These stories were like we have to grasp the reader with whatever we can.
Yeah, and this was like more along the lines of a 70s romance book.
Okay.
And so there's definitely some good atomic age romance books along these lines.
Oh yeah, excuse me, I call this gold. This isn't gold.
But
70s.
yeah, it's just a good size artwork. It's not too small, and the image is nice and striking. So I love it. I'm excited to get it and show it finally to you guys.
Yeah, how long have you been waiting to take a look at this?
Oh God, 2 weeks, maybe more.
Hold on to that. So do you frame something like that? What are you going to do with it?
Sadly, it just kind of all goes into a binder and sits until I really have a space where I can really display my stuff.
Okay.
And then I always get stressed out about light.
Okay. Yeah. See, I worry about that too. I got to say, I have some comic books upstairs on my wall, and they're Hellboy books. and I can attest, the light from your window, like over time, it screws up the book. And I can tell because I put them in like one of those protective bags that's supposed to protect it from the light. But the paper that the comic sits on, just the standard printer paper, like I was replacing them recently. I'm like, holy smokes, like these are definitely taking damage. Fortunately, the stuff I have on display though is just for fun. You know, I like the art, and it's just random modern comics around my house.
And that's important to know. But even in your boxes, I bought a Spidey 1 like 4 weeks ago, and the handle, you know, the opening for your boxes, there was a clear,
like a
light
hole?
tan of the handle. So even if you have it in a box, it's good to have another board in front of your front book, because it will be taken out by daylight and potentially interior light, depending on what kind of lighting you have. So it's good to know. You think it's in a box and safe, but not always.
What else do we got, Jeff? Like we have some more comics we got to get to. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What do you want to show first?
How about this? I just picked this up this morning. Spidey number 28.
Ooh, Spidey 28.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to bring that on the screen.
This is not a Golden Age book, but in fact, the image shows it look worse than it is. This is probably going to be, after I press it and dry clean it, 7.5.
Okay, let me take a look here. We have a Spidey 28, and as you can see, it's a little beat up, but this is a comic book that I have to. Russ has mentioned this as an example. This, along with Spidey 100, that black cover, it's just notorious.
So tough.
It's tough. It makes the book so hard to get in high grade. And this right here, I think after a good press, even getting some of this dust off, it's still better than like your average copy.
It's going to be nicer. Well above. This image isn't really showing very well, but I'm telling you, in hand with the book out, it's got
slick,
so much
guys.
potential. I'm excited.
My gosh, it's so black. Like it's just really good. Most of the time, this spine is just torn to shreds. It's just terrible. A lot of these have the spine crease. A lot of these old Silver Age books, the spine crease itself will bleed in past, like it'll keep going, but you can't see it as much because it's not a black it's not black paper. But in this case, this book, because it's black, it's notorious for having spine creases that go well into the black. And this doesn't have any of that. And I bet with pressing, you're going to even get rid of a lot of the minor ones.
Yeah, you'll get some of it. It doesn't have a deep veining when it gets like that.
Thank you.
You know, you just have some color ticks. So excited for this one having a nice shape.
Very good. All right. And that was a recent pickup, yeah?
That was just this morning, like literally.
Like right before you got here?
Yeah, right before I got here.
He's like, take a look at this.
Actually, that one will probably be at your Belinda's show that I'll be at for sale at some point.
Oh, that's right, because we're going to California here in a couple weeks. Yeah. Where are we going? We should let the comic fam know if you're out in California.
We're going to go to the city's Yorba Linda. It's kind of Orange County. It's going to be at a community center. It's one of the best shows of the year. It's a one-day show, mostly Gold and Silver Age. And it's called Cal Comic Con. So if you go to calcomiccon.com, you can check out the details. And we'll be there.
Very cool. Yeah, we're going to be there looking for some good deals for the comic fam specifically. So I'm pretty excited about that. We have something on deck here that I'm pretty excited for. It's looking like some Bucky goodness. Is that right?
Yeah, so this is a Schomburg cover.
Oh.
Kid Comics, Young Allies come together in an issue. So you got Bucky there leading the pack, and Toro, Human Torch's sidekick.
This is cool, man. Look at that cup. Like, there's so much going on this cover. So many action sequences. Look at this guy. My favorite here is this bat. You have a guy who's smacking outside of this USPS train. I mean, it's US mail right there. And you have him smacking this guy in the face, breaking teeth with a baseball bat.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you can't steal mail. It's a federal offense.
Exactly. So this is what happens. This is what they actually do. They train their employees to do that.
Yeah, they deserve to be fired set on fire by
the Human Torch.
The Human Torch's sidekick.
This is a warning. If the USPS, if this is what happens, if they screw up your comics, you risk the comic book industry just freaking out, because Human Torch will light you on fire. Apparently, Bucky will just jump straight from the top of it and strangle you.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
People need their holiday mail.
That's right.
We all know that.
But man, this is cool, man. How old is this?
Oh, that's a good question. So this is issue number 8. I mean, it's probably like 43, I'm going to guess.
The color work, man. It's fantastic.
Top of my head, yeah. Probably 43. So maybe so.
All right, very cool. What else we got?
I got a good group. So I got a group of timelies and a couple other books that came from a guy named Nate, who's Kihei Comics on Instagram. Super nice guy.
Kihei Comics?
Yeah, Kihei Comics. So that's Nick. That's Kihei right there.
Boom, Kihei Comics right here. Thank you so much for hooking it up.
Yeah,
we
we
have
met
some
up
cool
at a
comics right here because of
Yeah,
you.
he's local. We met up at a brew pub
Oh,
and just had some food and drinks. I brought like 4 shorts. He brought some shorts, and we just kind of went through each other's books and bought stuff.
he's got some dope books, man. This
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
he's a serious golden age collector.
Yeah, he's on a huge Golden Age kick.
Look at,
Yeah.
oh, dude, look at this.
Yeah,
He's got that?
yeah, he's got World's Best Comics. Looks like it.
Gosh, that's so cool. That's before it turned into World's Finest.
World's Finest. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
next
is it
issue.
in the next issue. That is cool. I've never seen one of those in person. World's Best Comics. That's such a cool book.
Yeah.
All right, very, very cool. All right, so we got more.
Yeah, we could
is this more from
This is
from
more
from this person?
Yeah, yeah.
From
So
Nick?
we also got a another Kid Comics number 6, and this one's cool. It's just got more of a Japanese themed cover with the Japanese flag of the rising sun,
Oh,
and just
that Bucky in the top right holding a missile.
yeah,
Like he's like grabbing it from the air.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
crazy right there.
why drop them when you can hand deliver them? You know what I mean?
I know. He's either I think he's saving. I think he's like it's coming in and he's like I gotta stop it. So Bucky doesn't fly. No, he's parachuting. That is a parachute right there.
Oh yeah.
He's parachuting in, and oh my gosh, these characters. I think what's really cool about these Kid Comics. Well, first off, it's spelled Komics. That is awesome. Young allies, but the different characters that featured on the cover. Look how many people. Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty rough. Look at that. I'm just taking a real close look at this book, and oh my gosh, you can tell this is OG stuff, man.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Yeah, you can't draw like this anymore in comics, but
That's another Schomburg cover.
look at this on the bottom right. You have the American flag. You got the U.S. troops and tanks. I mean, it really tells you about like the place and time, like what's happening in America when these comic books were selling, hitting the stands. So it's just history right here, and it's crazy. Like look at this. Look at our heroes right there.
Yeah, it's a great cover. So I dig it. A lot of action to it. So another Schomburg goodness.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Jeff.
Yeah. All right. Next thing is a little different. It's also Schomburg cover, and this is going to be Starling Comics number 33.
Okay, this right here
Love the colors on
is
this.
freaking gorgeous.
This is a character called Pyro Man.
Okay, this book is ridiculously gorgeous. Like look at that spine, man. Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It's a nice looking book. Great colors. Cool hero. He's got a fun backstory too. Kind of worked around electricity. Learned he can absorb electricity. Got in trouble and supposedly he was guilty of something he didn't do and had to be sent to the electric chair. And because he was sent to the electric chair and absorbed electricity, he ended up having these powers. He came back to be a hero. Blah blah blah. Cool story. Check
That's
it out
pretty
sometimes.
cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty dope. I had no idea. And this right here, color work, it's not popping through on the picture. I can tell the picture's it's a little bit of a yellow tint. It's probably just because of the picture we took. It's popping so hard. I really enjoy the buy war bonds and stamps on the front of the cover. That doesn't always happen. A lot of these had it on the inside front cover.
Yeah.
Because of the paper shortages during wartime. But this is fantastic.
Yeah. The colors
OG,
are
man. Number
startling.
33. Startling. Well put, Jeff. Well put. Starling covers on a Starling cover. He is this purple. It pops. There's few things wrong with this book. I can't get over how there's just like so much art here that's just
Yeah. The contrast of the
lasted
red
so
and the
long.
yellows. It pops. It just does.
very good. What are you doing with? Are some of these going to be getting graded as we move forward?
Maybe. But basically, they're all going to be for sale at Cal Comic Con.
Okay.
I might pull one. I might not.
This is something that happens as you as dealers get ready for that convention. They go into buying mode because they got to bring the heat.
Like, I have my want list. I have things I really want. So I can't keep it all. Okay. I think some of us try. I can't at this point. So I really need to hone into what direction I want to go. So these are cool, but they're bought to sell. So, but
Is this one
love 'em.
Is this another one? Because
this is another one.
Because this is another one that's gorgeous and one that's super OG.
Yeah.
Science Comics? This
Science
is one of
Comics.
those that you really like. You brought up Science Comics a bunch.
Yeah, we just did an honorable mention on this Science Comics 2, which had Dynamo in the first several issues, but now we have the eagle on the cover. So it's just one of those Fox publications that are just tough. It's just a tough publication, rare books.
It looks
super cool.
It looks hard to find.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Number
guess.
8?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's like 1940, probably. So just another cool, low grade but affordable, reasonable.
Colors pop.
Colors pop pretty well.
8 great comics, 64 pages. These things are so thick, man.
Yeah.
So thick. Great cover.
Presents beautifully.
I love that red.
Yeah.
In the prison inmate. I mean, I'm assuming these are inmates, and they're got a Tommy gun right there. So.
And this one missed the color strike of the blue. So it's actually supposed to be more blue.
Is that why it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering. It looks like it's missing a little something. It's that blue.
Because the
that
window.
makes sense.
Yeah, the window's supposed to be blue, and his outfit's supposed to be blue, and the gun's a little more blue.
Notice that here. It's a little bit of an error here.
Yeah. So somebody probably didn't change the inks out in time. So when it struck on the paper, it didn't come out blue. So it just came out a little more gray, which actually looks kind of cool too.
I think it looks dope. All right. What else we got? Jeff, you got so much good stuff here. We're winding down. We have a funnies book.
Yeah, we have
on
a funnies
deck.
book. You're like, oh, funnies book. Jeff collects funnies. Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
So this was an unexpected book to see, and I didn't really know that much about it until Nate pointed it out to me. He's like, dude, that's the first Captain Midnite.
Did we not get a picture of the funnies to put up here?
Maybe we didn't. I thought we did.
It's like the coolest one. Shoot. Did we not get it? Oh, it's right here.
Oh, there
I
it
got
is.
you. I got you. I was getting a little worried here. I'm like, we got to show this book. Look at this. First Captain Midnite.
Captain Midnite, and he's
You
not the
kidding me?
one in the underwear above. That's Phantasmo, who is in a lot of the funnies issues. Captain Midnite's down below there. Okay, who was it was a radio show for a long time too, and became a comic, and then a radio show again. There's a long history for Captain Midnite, which we should probably talk about at some show. So I need to sharpen up on that a little bit too. But there's a few tidbits there for you.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We need to, please, thank you so much to the close to 50 people joining us on this random afternoon show. We're going to be doing a lot more of these kind of spontaneous shows when we have an opportunity to get the guru here and other members of the Bags and Boards crew, especially when there's random unboxings or things that kind of happen in the moment. We now have the setup to be able to broadcast live through the powers of the internet. And we do appreciate you for all being here today. Please hit that like button for us. Helps get these videos out there. We do appreciate that. And we also need to take a really just a short second to take a look at this other book here, because I'm looking at an all new comics. This right here may be my favorite cover of any of the books that you brought over today. Take a look at this just comic book perfection here. Like as far as Americana goes, look at this.
Yeah, you got a German Nazi train and the heroine coming in, in his yellow MC Hammer pants with his pistol and saving the girl in the red dress. And just speeding train. So, I mean, it's a great image. Cool book. #1 issue. This title did some fun things along the way. It changed from superhero to a little more, I don't know, a little different, more dramatic superhero as well. So
it's this interesting take too, like with the circle, almost as if you're reviewing it through a window or something. But it's I have to imagine that this was a much larger picture after seeing that original art. That this is probably a larger picture, and that this right here was added after the fact.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's a good point.
Doesn't it look like it? Like there's probably more to this picture here.
Yeah, I doubt he drew it in a circle. This is
right.
This is probably like those Bob Ross paintings where he peeled off the mask at the end. And you're like, oh my god, it's revealed as a circle.
Love me some Bob Ross for real. Wow. Okay, cool. Damn, Jeff, you got good taste in books, man. Because there's a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold out there that you can get into, but I gotta say, you have a good taste for your hero books, your romance books, and your sci-fi books. I've been super impressed by that. And this next one on deck, we have another one. This one's awesome because you have this Submariner shot. This is ridiculous, guys. I'm excited to show you guys this book. Daring Comics, issue number?
This is issue number 12.
Ooh, look at this.
It's a team-up book with the Submariner and the Human Torch. Just a cool image, obviously, like Submariner crushing a boat, and it's not to scale. You'll see this a lot with Submariner.
Yeah,
especially.
Isn't that kind of weird? Like he's like he's a giant.
Yeah,
giant guy.
You see him a lot of times, just not to scale, like crushing bridges, standing over them, and it was very dramatic, and it was great. I mean, it created a great cover, you know, and I mean, he's not like that inside.
Well, you have so much stuff going on. I mean, look at you have like 12 people back here. Don't even like begin to like miss out on the fact that you have a guy who is dropping a Tommy gun into the boat or from the boat, and this guy who's literally drowning in the water, screaming for his life here. But you have to draw attention to the characters that are going to be the big feature, and that's why you have these characters that are so big. There's so much life on this page from these two heroes here. Look at this.
And you even got a little Toro action in there.
You do. Oh my gosh. Very cool. Number 12. This is awesome to see, and I'm excited to show the comic fam. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So much
Fun
for bringing
book.
that here. But we have some more heat to show the fam, because what else do we got?
We got a couple slabs
Oh,
here. And
okay.
this
We're
is,
getting to the slabs. Oh,
Yeah.
you know that. You know we're not gonna like just leave you with some random Golden Age comics you haven't seen
No,
before. We
no.
gotta break the internet a little bit and show you this Action Comics 21.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Action
6-0?
Comics 21.
Oh, let me see this.
Off-white
is
to
dope.
white pages. It came from an original owner collection that had
Look
a
at this.
bunch of Golden Age books into it. So
That's
this actually
Superman,
came
dude.
from somebody on IG too,
So cool.
local in our area.
Oh, is he? Who is he?
Yeah, this is Comic Nick. Super cool guy.
Comic Nick. I think I
yeah.
can bring Comic Nick up right now. Let me bring Comic Nick up real quick because I want to give a thank you to this person. Oh wait, no, Instagram. Boom.
That's
All
Comic
right.
Nick right now.
This is Comic Nick. Thank you so much, Comic Nick, for hooking Jeff up with this gorgeous comic book. This is cool, man.
Yeah, it's a cool book, man. I'm excited. It's an early action. I liked action more than I liked Superman, just artwork wise.
Okay.
So yeah, cool book.
I like seeing this. Okay, the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
That color work for the sunset is fantastic, and he's like saving people from a freaking missile, man.
Oh, see, is that a sunset? See, I thought it was like an explosion from the gun, but I can
May-
see
it
that
could
being
be.
a sun too.
Well, I mean, he's like flying in,
Yeah.
and it's also the last chance to enter a gigantic contest. Over 2,000 free prizes. Details are inside.
Oh, I better open it up and
We should
apply.
crack this open, and you should
Maybe I'll get an
apply to
action
win.
22.
Maybe. And then shout out to Tommy. Who is this? Tommy. What would you guess that name to be? Tommy Horn?
Oh, that's
Tommy,
a good question.
Tommy J. We got to give a shout out to Tommy for writing his name on the
Tommy
book.
Thorson.
Tommy Thorson, thank you so much for immortalizing yourself on this comic book.
Thanks, Tommy.
We do appreciate you. But you know what? This is a really cool book. And yeah, 6-0, man.
Yeah, it's a cool book. I'm going to show you
Dang.
my favorite book of this group right now.
Oh, okay. We have another. All right, what do we have on deck? Let me see what you got. Oh, okay. This actually may be my favorite from the group as well, and I think it's all right. I want to know from the comic fam in the comments section of all the books that we've showcased here, and if you're watching this video after the fact, let us know in the comments below what your favorite cover was that we showed. We showed some ASM Silver Age, we showed some Golden Age comics, and we're gonna just leave you with this gorgeous, gorgeous graded comic book. Take a look at this. We have the. How
Yes,
have
the
you say
Fighting
it?
Yank,
The
number
Fighting
21.
Yank.
It's a classic good girl cover.
That's lingerie. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, like
The
this
little
is-
balls on the shoes.
Right. This is risque, for that time frame.
You got a gun on the cover.
I believe it's second highest graded. Of
Second
this book.
highest right here.
Yeah,
Let me take a look.
I believe so.
Whew.
And
A lot of legs. Look at that.
so this will be in my PC, aka also known as personal collection.
There you go.
The others aren't, but this will be there.
So this is of all the books that, and the artwork. Yeah, the artwork's yours
Yeah, the artwork's mine
for now.
for now.
Okay.
I gotta figure out what I'm doing with artwork. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. So this is an example of something that of all the stuff you got, some stuff's harder to let go than others. Some you're gonna keep for a while, but this is one of all the books that you saw today on the feed, Comic Fam. This is the one that he considers like this is going in the PC. This isn't going anywhere.
This is and it's only because it's rare and scarce in that type of grade. And in general, really, it's a tough book, sought after. So to have it as a second highest graded, Action Comics 21 is a cool book.
Right.
Okay. But like I get more excited about finding something a little more scarce. And other people get more excited about having those big keys of superhero books. So for me, that's the book of this stack that I'm most excited about. For its grade as well. Though some of those timely darings were cool as well, but
This is awesome, man. Your romance collection, it sounds like fire. If the comic fam doesn't realize that this guy's collection is fire, I think you're figuring it out now with some of the pulls today. I appreciate you bringing these, waiting for quite some time to share them with the comic fam. But now that we have access the way we do, we can sit down, do live shows. So you're going to want to be subscribed if you're not currently subscribed. Thank you to all of our, we had a couple of new subscribers this video, so that's exciting. Shout out to the peeps in the description here, or in the chat for joining us randomly on this Thursday. I have a true first video that I have to script. I have a top 10 video to get ready for tonight. We have a pre-show video tomorrow, and we got Golden Age shows that are all being planned out. We're going to California in a couple weeks. We're also, I think Jeff may be there, but I'm for sure going to be at Renton City Comic Con in 2 weeks, not this weekend, but the next weekend. And then we're in California the weekend after at which con?
Cal Comic Con.
Cal Comic Con. So I'm excited to go down there. The main part of the reason why we're going down, aside from capturing content, to see a lot of cool books, I'm going down there with the intention specifically to shop for the comic book fam. We have 5 days left for you to sign up for the mystery mail call if you want to be enrolled to reserve your January box. We're sending out an ASM 129 this month. We're sending out a ton of awesome Spider-Man keys. I thought it felt right with Spideyverse just popping. So we got a bunch of really cool stuff going out, and you have 5 days to sign up. But I want to start documenting our travel when we're actually going to hunt for these books, so you can come along for the ride and see what we're filling the mystery mail call up with, and kind of what goes into this madness and us putting these lots together to try to just blow your mind every month with just sending you some cool comics for you to help support the show, but also to add to your collection, to your buy, sell, trade game every month.
Yeah, absolutely. The con's going to be exciting. And on our travels, there's so much adventure that happens. You like anybody else, when you go somewhere, something ends up happening. So I would love to have you guys see it, and especially when you're lugging around boxes and, meeting other big dealers and running into a collection you did not even expect. So,
well, if you hit the link in the bio, you can sign up for Geek Street One. Go to geekstreet101.com and sign up for the mystery mail call. You also can follow Jeff over on Instagram. His info is in the description as well. It should be there right now, but this is a new software, so if we have to update it after the fact, we'll make sure it's there, but it's in other videos as well. Where can people find you on Instagram? Elite_comic_source. Otherwise, I will be changing it to the Golden Age Guru anyway. Keep it more simple down probably here in the next few days, but... All the information is going to be in our description, so you can follow both of our antics as we travel the country looking for comic books for the comic book community. We do appreciate your time today. Hit that like button, please. Don't forget to do that before we jump off. And as always...
Geek responsibly.
Well, okay, actually, this is one of our first live shows we've done, yeah? Together, just me and you, right? So one of the things we've now implemented is we don't say it anymore.
I knew that. I've watched
You've
all the
known
shows.
that.
It's such
So,
a habit.
there's
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for stealing the thunder. Come on, strike again. Let's hear it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so hit the let's see here. I love it. People is giving shout outs. All right. So we do appreciate your time, comic fam. As always, we have Zolo 120 mil. Actually, you say it. I don't want to do it anymore. Who else is gonna? Who? If you want to shout out, you say Geek Responsible.
We have Mo. Thanks, Discovery.
Thank you so much.
Zolo. Okay.
All right. Discovery Bay Comics is coming in.
Discovery Bay Comics. Geek responsibly.
Boom. They typically roll in a little faster because we plan in our show a little bit more. We let people know that they're going to be here. There we go. Big Joe Jenkins.
Big Joe Jenkins. Chad 90MF Comics.
What is he doing?
XXN. He's geeking responsibly. All you guys are geeking responsibly. I love it.
We do appreciate you.
Kumquat is not anybody, but if they were, they would geek responsibly too.
Here, you know what we can do before we jump off the mic here? We can bring him on the screen because we can do that now.
That's cool. Lee Stinson.
Oh, look at that. Well, Wingnut is here.
Wingnut.
We have Kant Vaughn, Geeking Responsibly. Strange 4?
The Chang, Geek Responsibly Comic Fam. All right.
There we go.
Maddie Joe, Geek Responsibly. Thank you. Mont Blanc, Evo, Geek Responsibly, guys.
Oh,
I love this software.
Isn't that great?
Look at that.
So now they're on the screen with us. They're going to be immortalized when they geek responsibly for
comics
the rest.
Oh, man, this is great.
This is how it works, Jeff.
Comics
we
with
can
Bueller,
do fun
Geek
things
Responsibly. Big shout out to you, Bueller. Rustin 90, Geek Responsibly. All right. This is great.
I just want to keep you on the mic, Jeff.
Yeah, hey.
Keep having you read it.
Hi, Mike.
All right.
What's
we do
up,
appreciate
guys?
you, comic fan. Thank you so much for being here today. We look forward to you soon. Hit that like if you want to see more of these unboxings. I've probably asked you that way too many times this video. We do appreciate you. Geek Responsibly, fam. Enough said.